What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 12 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary, continuing to use some really fun and interesting teams. Today we are using this really cool Dubwool team. It was built by a player named Adam Santacos, which is a great name, and you should definitely check him out. You should also subscribe. We're working our way towards 1 billion subscribers, and we can't get there without you. So, talking a little bit about this team, right? The main star of the show is this fluffy boy right here in Dubwool. And the idea is that after Cotton Guard, Dubwool is going to be super great at taking physical hits, right? Because you get to +3 defense, and then you can just really build that up and then use body press as a form of damage. You also do have payback for hitting those pesky ghost types, particularly Calyrex. So we're really just trying to make Dubwool as strong and as bulky as possible and survive any sort of hits our opponent can throw at us. Next up, we do have Dialga. So this is a weakness policy variant, which I think is really cool. Dialga is a Pokemon that I haven't used too much this series, so really excited to play around with that. It does have Flash Cannon, Roar of Time, Earth Power, and Trick Room, so this really is going to be our main max option for the most part, that or Venusaur, but Dialga definitely a great one to have. Next up, we do have Life Orb Kyogre. So once again, something I don't have a ton of familiarity with, but I know a lot of people really love it. It can hit absolutely hard, especially as a max candidate. There's really not much that people can do to stop it. So it is a very standard set. We do have Origin Pulse, Ice Beam, and Thunder, right? We're just trying to go for as much damage as possible. As a result of being a little bit slower, we are opting not to have Water Spout. So we'll see how that goes. I get really nervous using non-100% accurate moves, but I think it's going to be fine here. Next up, we have Grimmsnarl. So Grimmsnarl really sort of helping Dubwool with those screens, right? Being able to set up Light Screen and Reflect, so that's going to be really great. We also do have Sucker Punch to catch those Calyrexes off guard, and we also have Taunt. Taunt is, I think, something really underexplored. I think it really can come in handy, particularly when dealing with things like a Moongus, right, that really rely on their ability to use status moves. So next up, we do have Venusaur. So once again, a pretty standard set. The interesting thing is we are opting for both Protect and Sleep Powder, which means that Venusaur is really good both in and out of maps. Hopefully we can use that residual chip to put in some work. And then finally, we do have everyone's favorite Pokemon, Incineroar. So another thing I haven't played around with too much, which is the Assault Vest variant. I think it's going to be really fun to try out and see that extra bulk. You do lose Parting Shot, but you gain access to U-Turn, which I think is a pretty fair trade. So we do have the code the code on the screen. We'll have the paste in the description. Definitely make sure to check out Adam. Make sure to subscribe so we can get to 1 billion subscribers. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it is a Kyogre and Calyrex team. It is Kyogre, Calyrex, Porygon 2, Indeedee, Regieleki, and Urshifu. So what? A lot of things to worry about. That Urshifu is really scary, being able to neglect all of the boosts I get on Dubwool, but there's not really a good but here. I think Dubwool is a strong lead. Dubwool with Grim. No, because that auto loses to Urshifu. Let's do Dubwool Dialga. So we have the ability to Quake if there's something like a Regieleki. Ensign, I think, is good here. And let's bring our own Kyogre in the back. I think access to Max Lightning or Thunder for their Kyogre is going to be a big deal. We do, like I said, just need to be careful of Urshifu because of the fact that it can go for those crit hits through all of the boosts. It has access to super effective close combat. So trying to figure out how to play around that, and we might have to sacrifice Ensign. Okay, so we are going to see Regieleki next to Calyrex. So feeling pretty good about this position. The important question is, do I think Regieleki is going to max? And you know what? I don't think I need to risk that. I just want to protect and go for a Quake. So let's just go for a Protect with Dubwool and then go for... do I want to max Quake or do I want to max Wormwind? 225 versus 260. I'm going to Quake because of the fact that I have access to Because of the fact that I have access to Cotton Guard, as we are going to see Regieleki going for the max here, unless this is another fast Calyrex. I played one earlier, as no, it is going to be Regieleki. Regieleki is fine in my book, right? We are going to be able to get Dialga to +1. We do have the ability to switch out as needed, right? I'm not super worried about taking too much damage from this Regieleki. And then, right, we do have Assault Vest Ensign in the back, which hopefully can take a hit. If not, it can set up Dialga for success. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be about positioning around this Regieleki, because I think after that we're in really good shape with what we have, as we are going to see, yep, a Max Lightning come out into Dubwool through the Protect, doing... That's definitely Life Orb. That has to be Life Orb. That was so much damage. Show me the Life Orb, or the Magnet. Yep, okay, we are going to see the Life Orb confirmed. Glacial Lance going to come out. It is a max speed Calyrex. I don't know why everyone is running that right now, but here we are. A Max Quake going to come out onto this Regieleki for the knockout. Perfect. That's okay. That's tricky. Yeah, so you're fast, which is fun. I thought you were Trick Room, and you are apparently not. Okay, it's fine, right? Dubwool going to get a little bit of HP back. The big question is, do I think I can live a Glacial Lance? I could also switch out into Ensign and save Dubwool for the late game after we neutralize them a little bit, as we are going to see Urshifu, I hate you. Urshifu is probably Sash, right? So what I have to do is I'm going to switch into Ensign. I'm going to Wormwind the Urshifu. You could also hit into my Dialga, which would trigger my weakness policy. So not necessarily the end of the world there. I'm hoping though that Ensign survives so we can get off. Okay, perfect. Into Dialga. That's going to trigger my policy. More importantly, now we have access to Fake Out, which can KO the Urshifu. So that's really, like, I'm feeling good about that. We're also going to further drop the Calyrex's attack, taking advantage of that Intimidate from Ensign, and also now the Max Wormwind. So you could be banded, Urshifu. Okay, so you're banded. That's cool. Critical hit, definitely not needed. I mean, if I knew you were not, Sash, I would have done things differently. But I obviously didn't, because then I was gonna say Quake. I think would have been a little bit more helpful, as we probably are gonna see a Kyogre come out here as the last one. Yep, it is going to be Kyogre. We also, more importantly, have access to Fake Out, and you cannot max, right? Did you max? Yes, you maxed a Lecky. So we can go for a Fake Out here, as well as a Max Wormwind into the Kyogre, just for big damage, and also really to kind of solidify everything, as we are going to see no Protect, which is cool. Right, we are going to take another Glacial Lance, not a big deal. Dialga still in just incredible shape, and also at this point we are at +2, so going to be able to, yep, decimate this Kyogre. At this point it is just what's it called? It is just Calyrex, who is hanging on at -3 at this point. So you know, it's still not over, because Calyrex is faster than my whole team. I'm going to U-turn out and go for a Roar of Time onto Calyrex, just for some damage. We do have to worry about a weakness policy still, as we are going to see the Glacial Lance come out. What's nice is the fact that you will, if you are weakness policy, hit before I move. Dialga is going to survive. That's really great. Roar of Time going to come out. Look at that animation onto Calyrex. Oh, your Focus Sash. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, that's where the Focus Sash was. So Calyrex gets knocked out. Great first game. Unfortunate we didn't get to use our little fluffy friend. But, you know, it's a start. this was a good match for it. It was just unfortunate because of the Urshifu that I couldn't really afford to risk our fluffy friend taking too much damage. But, you know, we still have plenty more games, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is Palkia with Calyrex. Palkia, Calyrex, Amoonguss with Incineroar, Indeedee, and Grimmsnarl. So the problem is that Amoonguss and Indeedee, right? Because that means Grimmsnarl cannot taunt freely. I still like these two. I like Dialga. Question is, what do I want in the last spot? Venusaur, probably not. What does Venusaur do? Like, not much. Venusaur can can go for a Vine Lash, but it worries about too much. Let's bring Ogre, because Ogre is great. So I need my opponent to not have Indeedee and Amoonguss, because what that does is that stops me from taunting the Amoonguss, and then Amoonguss can just kind of do whatever it wants. That being said, I don't think it's necessarily the end of the world. We do have to play around that a little bit carefully, as we are going to see Palkia Indeedee. Okay, this I can work with, right? Being able to immediately get Indeedee, or not Indeedee, Dubwool up to +3. I do want to bring out Dialga. I don't want to bring out Dialga. We are going to see the Psychic Seed. Pressure. Okay, it's pressure Palkia, and it's slow as dirt. It's slower than their Indeedee. Let's set up the light screen and go for a Cotton Guard. I think at +6 we should hopefully be able to KO Palkia, right? Okay, so what we can do actually is, no, because your Palkia is so slow. We're gonna Cotton Guard up, get super fluffy right now, get our defense up nice and high, as we are gonna see the Trick Room come out. I do want to set up a Reflect just to have it. Let's go for another Cotton Guard. I think it's really risky. In all honesty, I probably should have swapped to Dialga, right? Dialga would have let me get a Quake this subsequent turn. Whereas now we are kind of doing the thing where I like get Dubwool set up and I like don't want to switch it out. It's still not the end of the world. I think Dialga is a very good option versus Palkia, being able to take some hits. More importantly, we are seeing that my opponent is committing their first turn of max to dealing with this team. So if we can, if Dubwool survives and we can at least get 2 of Palkia's max turns wasted, I'm pretty okay with that, as we are going to see a Quake come out onto Dubwool into Grimmsnarl. So even better, right? Expecting, I don't know what, probably calling a switch, which I think is fine. The issue now is I cannot do anything with my Grim, but I also don't want to waste. I don't need to switch out. I could max Grim, but that's a very bad idea. I'm going to click Sucker Punch just to click it, and go for the Body Press onto Palkia in the event you choose not to redirect it. We should be able to KO Indeedee as a result of being at +6. Right, we do still have to worry about Palkia, but we have seen no Life Orb. We are going to see the Geyser please be into Grimmsnarl. Perfect. Okay, they're worried about Grimmsnarl, and Grimmsnarl lives, right? So we're going to waste their entire max dealing with a useless Grimmsnarl, which is fine with me. Dubwool going to go for the +6 Body Press. Oh, wow. What an absolute unit. They're going to bring out... Oh, God. Oh, God. Psychic Terrain has 2 turns left. I'm going to swap into Ogre. I'm going to swap into Ogre and go for a Protect with double. God, this is so bad. My whole team is just about to be put to sleep. It's fine. Okay, it's fine because what? You're not really accomplishing anything, right? So I expect you to just try and okay, perfect. You're trying to spore into Dubwool with the idea that okay, you're gonna Quake. This should be into Kyogre. Yep, into Kyogre. That was a lot of damage. It was a little too much. Okay, that's why it was a lot of damage. I was like, we have a light screen up, and so you're gonna get a special defense boost. Dubwool at this point. Do Dubwool. This is risky. I'm gonna go for a lightning into Palkia, and I'm gonna go for a body press into Palkia. I feel like Dubwool should be able to get the knockout, right? It's +6. And so we can, what? We can try and bait the Amoonguss into sporing the Ogre. If you spore the Ogre, I'm actually pretty fine with that. Amoonguss can't do much anyway, as we are going to see the spore. No! It's a Dubwool! No! My sheep! Spatial Rend gonna come out into my sheep! Sad. Absolutely heartbroken that they just KO'd my Dubwool. Or they put my Dubwool to sleep. Yeah, we're not doing much. What is Amoonguss's special defense boost? Amoonguss is 1. I was like, hello. Palkia has 2. I would like to Hailstorm into Amoonguss, and I'm going to click Body Press here. I'm not going to get it. I'm very sad that I could, right? We're going to see Amoonguss switch out. This should be into Calyrex. Right, okay, perfect. Into Ice Horse. Ice Horse not going to do anything into Dubwool. We do have the terrain in our favor, so that is going to help with Amoonguss, as that's still good chip for not very effective. We should see a Trick Room come out from Palkia, as Dubwool once again unfortunately is going to be asleep. As okay, Spatial Rend is fine, right? Because you are not what's it called? You are not Words. Not setting up Trick Room. That's what I'm trying to say. I knew that Words made sense. I want to double up Palkia. So Electric Terrain. So Lightning is going to do more, and then go for a Body Press here, right? Because Calyrex, because of all of the defense boosts, like Dubwool's at +6. It has Fluffy, and I have a Reflect Up. You're gonna not outpace my Leftovers and Protect. So that's always fun. We're gonna see the Lightning come out onto Palkia. We should be doing a pretty significant chunk, and so I just need to. Okay, Kyogre is going to faint here, which is I need Dubwool to wake up because I don't want to take a Spatial Rend. Please, perfect. Bye bye. Nice knowing you. All right, so if you go for this looks like a Trick Room. Okay, we're gonna see a Glacial Lance. Let's see how much this does. So +6 with Fluffy, with Reflect. Ready? Ready? That did 19 damage and it was single target. Oh my god, 19. We have Dialga still here. Oh my god. It's amazing. We're going to outpace with Leftovers. I need to get rid of Amoonguss. So I would like to Flash Cannon it, as well as go for a Body Press. Do I want to just Roar of Time? I'm going to Roar of Time. I like the animation. It's fun. We're going to click this button. We're going to go for a Body Press into Amoonguss, just because I need to get rid of it. The Rage Powder is fine if you set up Trick Room. Also not a big deal, right? We should be able to KO this Calyrex with a Body Press. As Body Press going to come out, this should finish off Amoonguss, right? Perfect. Amoonguss going to go down here. We love to see that Dubwool picking up all of these KOs right now. Trick Room going to come up. Okay, that's fine. What are you going to do? 19 damage to my Dubwool? I'm going to get crit this next turn and cry. But it's fine. We're going to use the sheep. We still have Reflect, so that's what we need. We go for a Body Press, and we target down the Calyrex. There's no way it's surviving a hit. High Horsepower going to come out into Dialga. That's fine. Trigger my weakness policy. We love to see that. It's not going to be relevant because you're about to get bodied by this sheep. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Here comes a Body Press into the Calyrex. Calyrex is... That would have been such an epic moment. Sad. Very sad. What is... It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna click Flash Cannon and we're going to Body Press. Just that way, just to be safe in the event that you get a crit. We are gonna see High Horsepower come out into Dialga. That's fine. I'm very happy with the amount of KOs that Dubwool has picked up. It got every single KO, I think, in this game. So, huge, as we just absolutely crush this Calyrex right there. Crit for good measure. You know, we would have liked that last turn. But we did it, man. We crushed it with Dubwool. So, yeah. +6 Body Press. Absolute tank. But yeah, let's keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is once again Calyrex Palkia. It is Amoonguss with Incineroar, Tapu Fini, Porygon 2, Calyrex, and Palkia. So we are bringing back the sheep, we are bringing back Grimmsnarl, we are doing Dialga, and we are doing Kyogre. I think this is the standard variant that I used a while ago. If that's the case, I mean, it looks like it. So this is going to be max speed Incin. So one thing to be wary of for a lead would be what? Max speed Incin. Incin P2 would actually be really scary. What is a little tricky and kind of unfortunate is the fact that we don't have Spirit Break, right? Because Spirit Break on Grimmsnarl is very good against Palkia, being able to pretty much wreck it. But the thing about this team is it's very, very dependent on its restricteds, right? Like Porygon 2 not doing much damage, Tapu Fini not doing much damage. It does have Nature's Madness, but overall not really a super damaging option. So if you can neutralize the restricteds, you're in just really good shape. I do expect to see Incin Palkia. Okay, Porygon 2 Incin. That's totally fine with me. Right, you're not putting on any pressure immediately. So we do have the ability just to immediately start getting set up with Dubwool, right? We can go straight for Cotton Guard as well as a Reflect to say, hey, no matter... Oh, yeah, you got Prankster. We hate to see it. I'm going to go for a Cotton Guard, and I'm going to taunt the Porygon. Let's just do it. I don't have a reason not to. I don't need to set up a screen right now. Like, it's not accomplishing anything. So either way, we're in good shape, right? Either you set up the Trick Room, we get to +3, or we stop the Trick Room, and Dubwool takes like 5 damage. We do have to worry a little bit about Incin, though, because Fluffy doesn't reduce the damage, or it like doubles the damage you take from fire types, as we are just going to see no fake out, which suggests to me you're going straight for a Flare Blitz, as we are at least able to get the Cotton Guard up, which is going to be really huge for us. We could see a Parting Shot, maybe? Yeah, we are going to see the Parting Shot come out onto Dubwool. How dare you? It doesn't matter. We're using our defense. We're going to stop the Palkia from going for a Trick Room. We can set up a Light Screen and set up a second Cotton Guard. The thing to be wary of, right, is if you decide just to max Palkia instead of trying to attempt a Trick Room. So we don't really want to let that happen, and I think the best way to prevent that is to Light Screen and Cotton Guard. Right, so we are going to see Palkia, it's shiny, we love to see that. Porygon, yep, can't use Trick Room. So we can set up a second Cotton Guard, and I want to go for a Light Screen. We do have to be wary of Palkia for sure, but let's think about this, right? If you set up a Trick Room, if you max Palkia, we can bring out Dialga and just go for a Dragon and absolutely like deal with you. We still do have to be a little bit wary of Porygon 2, right? It is just going to be super bulky, but right, we're looking at what my opponent has left. It's an Incin, a Calyrex-Ice, and a Porygon 2. Dialga does have a very favorable matchup, as we are going to see the switch from that into Incin, probably going for what? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get Dubwool nice and boosted. We could see a Protect from Palkia, but I don't think it has to Protect. As yeah, we are going to see the max come out. So I'm really glad that we chose to go for a Light Screen over the taunt. The taunt would have just ended up doing nothing, whereas in this case, I think it's Life Orb Palkia, so we're probably not surviving with Dubwool, unfortunately. We have no special defense, so we do have max HP though, so there is a chance. As we're going to get the Light Screen up, we should be able to survive a hit, hopefully. Max Quake, okay, Quake is great, right? Quake into Dubwool. A little bit more than I would have liked, in all honesty. Yeah, your Life Orb. I can set up the second Cotton Guard. You are faster, so I'm going to protect Dubwool and swap into Dialga. Dialga now gives me access to max Dragon into Palkia. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to max Dragon the Palkia, swap out into Grimmsnarl to preserve Dubwool in the back, right? Because it has just such an incredible matchup into everything that's left. As we are going to see the Fake Out come out, we do have to be a little bit wary of a Quake, as we are going to see a Max Geyser instead come out onto this Dubwool doing pretty much nothing. So we can switch out Dubwool now, bring back Grimmsnarl. We could bring back Ogre. Ogre's not the end of the world here. We are going to get some leftovers recovery. What's nice is you only have one special defense boost. So we can swap into Kyogre and then go for a Max Wormwind onto this Palkia. Do a really sizable chunk. We will probably have to take a parting shot from Kyogre, from Incin into, I'm guessing, Porygon 2. Yeah, you definitely go into Porygon 2. So it's a, I mean, yeah. So I think if we can get rid of Palkia, right, like Dubwool finishes this game up very nicely, especially now that the rain is up, to reduce the amount of damage that we're going to take from fire type attacks. So it's just about positioning correctly, right? Like foul play, not going to be an issue. We have no attack investment, so we can use. I mean, we do because we have a payback, but overall, not too much of an issue. We're gonna see the Geyser come out again. I'm guessing into, yep, into the Ogre slot. So this is that a crit? No, that's just Palkia. That's absolutely ridiculous. Wormwind. This is stab, super effective. I really wanted a KO there. You know, it's fine. Like I said, once we get rid of Palkia, I'm fine just to Dubwool it for the rest of the game. So Palkia went first, so we can't reliably switch back into Dubwool. Let's think what you bring out here. Probably, I feel like it has to be P2, right? It has to be P2. Yep, we're gonna see the P2 come out, which is fine. You're going to copy Telepathy, great. That's gonna do nothing for you. Palkia is little, so what we can do is we can Thunder the Palkia and go for a Dragon into Porygon 2, just with the idea that we're gonna see the Palkia switch out. I think my opponent recognizes. Oh, you didn't bring Calyrex. I have some fun news for you. We're going to say goodbye to your Tapu Fini. I was trying to account for some other switches, and I was like, hey, oh. Porygon 2 is so stupid. Oh yeah, because this is like max special defense. I'm sure my opponent hates everything right now. We love that damage. So we're going to see Porygon 2 recover. That's fine. I want to go for a Thunder. I'm fine to sacrifice my max right now to bring out Dubwool. Right, let's do that. Let's try and get Dubwool set up. I'm going to click Thunder here and then bring out Dubwool. We can try and get a little bit back with leftovers, right? We could see a Protect into an Eerie Impulse. So that would probably be the ideal situation. Yeah, but let's bring out Dubwool. I don't expect you to go for an attack. We do have to be wary, though, of Fini going for... Yeah, we are going to see the Protect. This should be a Trick Room. Yeah, Thunder, it's fine. I am going to do stuff. We are going to see, yep, the Trick Room come out. Fini, like I said, does have access to Nature's Madness. But another Thunder is going to absolutely KO it, and I can set up a Cotton Guard as... yeah, so we can try and get some HP back. We can click the Thunder button here and then go for a Cotton Guard, right? Just with the idea that we can protect when Palkia comes back in to kind of deal with it that way. Knowing it's still instant in the back, right? This puts us in a good spot. We also still have Grimmsnarl, which is just like hanging out, which without Calyrex, like, is a little bit different, but you know, we're doing the thing. Yeah, so let's kind of see. Foul Play going to come out straight out from the Porygon into Dubwool. Moonblast. Okay, so this is a different variant. I mean, I should have noticed from the Shiny Fini. Dubwool going to hang on, which is great. We are going to get a special attack drop, which, oh no, but Thunder going to come out into this Tapu Fini, going to finish it off. And so now we're in a situation where... where it's 3v2 or 3v4, and I feel very confident about our 4. So let's see how that works out. Sorry, I'm paying attention to other things right now. We did take a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but we do have the ability just to set up a big Protect and not really care and get some more HP back. So overall, feeling good about things. We could see an Instant come out. Yes, we are going to, see the Instant come out. There is no more rain left, so I definitely want to switch out Ogre into Grim to try and preserve that, right? Yeah, there's no more rain, so let's bring out Grimmsnarl here and go for a Protect. This will let us be a little bit more comfortable. We can switch back into Ogre to try and get the knockout onto Instant. And we still have to get rid of this Palkia at some point, but we still have access to both of our restricteds, so helping us out as, yeah, we're going to see the obvious fake out into the Kyogre as we are going to also take an Eerie Impulse onto our Grimmsnarl. So we can now switch back to try and get the rain up to reduce the amount of damage we're going to take from a Flare Blitz, right? So we can do Kyogre and then go for a Body Press onto this Instant. That way it accounts for the risk of a critical hit, right? Getting rid of our bonuses, and with Reflect it won't matter, whereas this way we can play a little bit safe, as we are going to see Palkia come out at this point. So feeling pretty good about this position, right? having access to Ogre, being able to go for a Thunder into that Palkia when there is no, what's it called, Porygon next to it. So I think this is a pretty solid position to be in. Kyogre is a little bit low, but I mean, we have Dialga with Roar of Time. We just need to maintain our sheep. Leave Dubwool alone. It's fine. We're gonna see a Porygon 2 come out. We want to protect Dubwool. You're going to trace. No, you're gonna trace. That's bad. Because you're gonna actually take this body press really well. Not that well. I'm fine with that. I think protecting into a Thunder on the Palkia is fine. We don't have a light screen anymore, so we want to be actually really cognizant now of that Palkia. So just going straight for a Thunder here, as well as a Protect. I forget who's faster in terms of Palkia and Kyogre. I'm pretty sure Palkia is faster, but that shouldn't be an issue. We might have to switch out Dubwool again, as we should see an Eerie Impulse come out. Okay, perfect. Recover. Recover is great because it means that Kyogre is maintaining its special attack. I don't care about Porygon recovering up because I can beat it 1v1 with Dubwool. Thunder going to go into the Palkia. Perfect. It gets the knockout, which is great. I can bring out Grimmsnarl now to try and set up screens. Or what? I don't... Okay, so you can bring out Grimmsnarl. I mean, you can bring out Ensign. I can Origin Pulse and set up a Cotton Guard. Right? Yeah, let's do that. Because either way, we get a ton of benefit. We still have 4 Pokemon left. We can taunt the Porygon 2. So feeling good about that. I think, yeah, we're fine to click Origin Pulse here, as well as go for another Cotton Guard. And that should help us out. And it looks like, yeah, they are going to recognize that the sheep just too good for them. So overall, really fun battles. This team is an absolute blast. We will use it some more next time, so look out for that. Definitely make sure to check out Adam. Make sure to subscribe so we can hit 1 billion subscribers. And with that,